What better to think of summer than a tiki drink when it's, 6 degrees out in Minnesota and we've got about 2 feet of snow on the ground.
Get it, boys?
So I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of this down by the river and see how she goes.
I'd always worked at restaurants and always kind of wanted to own a restaurant someday.
I had had some failed attempts at opening breweries in the past, and I was kind of ready to throw in the towel at this point.
I met Austin through a fundraiser that I was hosting at my house. I wanted to have local beer.
But a friend of mine said that this girl was the one who gets things done, so I was willing to roll the dice one last time.
How do I know if the difference is me? How can I tell if the rivers are clean?
We decided to call the brewery Forager, and since the head brewer Austin liked to forage for ingredients,
for me, it was kind of this experience of going out into nature and finding these ingredients that were super unique to our local area.
We used that theme with the interior design and foraged for everything inside.
And started incorporating the ingredients that I was finding in the woods into those beers and doing some inoculated beers with wild yeast that grew on skins of berries. And it kind of like guided this path.
Our bar is from Bill Waldron, our bar manager. He bought the bar from the Rochester Golf and Country Club when they remodeled, and we actually built the brewery around the bar. We also tore down a barn that was the oldest farm site still left in Rochester across from the rack, and basically didn't have to buy a ton of lumber for construction.
I really think that was unique and important in kind of my development as an experimental brewer, to kind of let the ingredients do more of the talking and focus on the beer rather than try to create a specific style.
At the end of the project, we were kind of running out of money and we had to still build like 50 tables. The cheapest thing to do was to get $700 in pennies and then make designs on each table and then epoxy them in. So it was a piece of plywood and $28 worth of pennies.
Heaven can see, hell was all just a dream.
Collaborations have been a huge part of what we've done at Forager, basically from the very beginning.
When coming up with new ideas for the menu, we sit down and we talk through what ingredients are going to be available for that season, where we can get them locally, and then how we want to showcase them on our menu.
I just searched for a lot of farmers at the farmers markets and around town and asked farmers if they had any friends.
We built the place with a pop-up kitchen specifically designed to do collaborative dinners.
So my first year here, we started doing the harvest dinner, which is where I would meet up with a farmer and then use all of their products for a 5-course meal.
And then one of the brewers or myself will do the beer pairings.
He brings all the beers into the table and we try each one with the food.
It's been really exciting to tell the story of our beers at those dinners and to introduce people to the farmers where our food is directly coming from.
And I know I built my own ship, but you sailed away after.
We also work with the chefs daily in the kitchen.
I like to cook with beer as much as possible. We're a brewery. There is overflow and beer that can't be sold at all times, so I try to use all of that. It goes in jams, jellies, it goes in like the French toast, it goes in our mac sauce.
They'll make food specifically for us. We just brewed a imperial pastry stout and they made house-made marshmallows that we incorporated into the beer.
That vanilla flavor is really important out of the marshmallow, so he gave me some vanilla powder that he uses in the beers, and I used that with a mixture of extract in the marshmallows to give it the extra boost of vanilla that they need for the beer.
It's all what you believe.
We have 20 investors, 5 of which work at Forager.
It was really exciting to work with people who would have a name for themselves in the service industry in the community, and a lot of those people left their other jobs to come join our team and are still part of our family.
Believe in yourself and set yourself free.
It's like sitting on a snowy beach, absolutely beautiful.
Basically, I get to come to work every day and see all my best friends.
Cheers.